Hello, everyone. I'm so pleased to be here today on behalf of Concentra. It is an honor for us to be included in the 25-year Service Awards, and I'd like to thank the Credit Union Managers Association for inviting me to participate again this year. And also a big shout out to the good folks at Manitoba Central for arranging to record this for us. So my role here today is to take a look back to the year 1996, the year that our 25-year Service Award recipients began their careers in the credit union system. It was a quarter of a century ago, a time when our world seemed to be much simpler. Many of us remember those times. It was before Y2K, it was before 9/11, and it was before Facebook. There were 73 credit unions and some 30 case populaires in Manitoba in 1996. The credit union system was immersed in banking conversions as the majority of Manitoba's credit unions were converting to profile. System assets were at $4.5 billion. There were 370,000 members. Mal Anderson was CEO at Manitoba Central, and Stan Scar was president. Our CSS pension plan had a stellar year, clocking a rate of return of 16.75%. It was the 16th year in a row of double-digit returns. Both the Dow Jones and the TSX had 25% gains. 5-year mortgage rates averaged at around 8%, GICs were at 6%, and everyone was investing in crocus funds. CUMAM was held at the Fairmont Hotel that year, and Ed Bergen from South Interlake Credit Union received his 25-year service award. We can all do the math. Congratulations, Ed, on 50 years of service in the Manitoba Credit Union system. And Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, regarded by many to be the greatest song of all time, is also celebrating 50 years. So you're in very good company, Ed. Speaking of best rock songs, in 1996, the Grammy went to Canada's own Alanis Morissette for You Oughta Know. Annie Lennox, Mariah Carey, Boyz II Men, Michael Jackson, Pearl Jam, and Hootie and the Blowfish dominated the Grammys that year. At the Oscars, the Best Picture award went to Mel Gibson's Braveheart. Pocahontas won the Oscar for Best Music. Other must-see movies of 1996 were Independence Day, Sense and Sensibility, Toy Story, and Mission Impossible, the first one. Our favorite television shows in 1996 were Friends, Seinfeld, Home Improvement, Frasier, and David Letterman. And of course, Hockey Night in Canada. The Colorado Avalanche defeated the Florida Panthers in a 4-game sweep for the Stanley Cup. But we all know that the biggest news story in the world of hockey in 1996 was the Winnipeg Jets leaving Winnipeg for Phoenix, Arizona. Toronto beat Edmonton for the Grey Cup, also known as the Snow Bowl. The temperature in Hamilton at game time was -10, with high winds and heavy snow. The CFL was in dire straits financially in the mid-90s, so much so that Tim Hortons stepped up to pay the players' salaries for that Grey Cup game. In other sports news, Manitoba Central's Bernard Carling won the coveted Lamp Trophy at the Swan Valley Credit Union Curling Bonspiel. For those of you that don't know, the Lamp Trophy originated in Flin Flon, Manitoba. Legend has it that it was rescued from a dumpster. I've seen that trophy, and I believe that story. In world news, Dolly the sheep was cloned on July 5th. Wikipedia actually included that in the famous births category for 1996. Research in Motion's RIM 900 was introduced. It was a two-way pager which had a clamshell device that you could attach to your belt. Years later, it became BlackBerry. Google was launched. The scroll mouse was invented. So were DVDs. And the blockbuster movie Twister was the first feature film released on the new digital video device. In 1996, our language was also much simpler, and how our language has changed. There are hundreds of new additions to the Webster's Dictionary each and every year, many of which are expansions of words which have been redefined. For instance, fishing and surfing were both water sports in 1996. Branding was a term used in the livestock industry. Platform was a shoe style, and cookies were a food group. The language we use in our everyday workplace would have been completely foreign to us in 1996. The internet was still relatively new, and you had to dial up through your telephone line to access it. Remember the horror of that dial-up connection sound? Over the past 25 years, new terminology has been invading our workplaces and our home spaces. Words like software, hardware, broadband, and Wi-Fi, surfing, browsing, Snapchat, and Spotify, .com, hashtags, botnets and cramming, doxing, texting, blogging, and slamming, Yahoo, Google, eBay, and Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, PayPal, and Patreon, podcasts, emojis, Bitcoin and fintechs, chat rooms, Twitter, CryptoCoin and GoTex, phishing, vishing, smishing, word of mouth, longer passwords, stronger passwords, have to change them every month. Spyware, ransomware, our new reality, cybercrime and piracy affecting productivity, privacy, security, protecting your identity, LinkedIn, TikTok, Reddit, and whatnot, and correctly check the boxes to confirm you're not a robot. These are just some of the words that have entered Webster's dictionary over the past 25 years. So to Alan, Brad, Terry, Nigel, Selena, and Chris, Toby, Vivian, Terry, Stephen, and Craig, a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you for your contributions to the Manitoba Credit Union system over this past quarter of a century. And congratulations in conquering a whole new second language, whether you were aware of it or not. Congratulations.